Hey guys, welcome back to the Hobby Bug Outdoors. I'm Joshua, and today we are back with the Ontario Knife Company Rat. Now today we're going to be doing one of the first modifications, maybe the only modification, I'm not really sure, but definitely the first one. I got a brand new set of scales for this knife from the company wayofknife.com, or I believe they also go as EDC Gear Lab too. You can find both of those on Instagram, I know. But wayofknife.com, they have a set of red micarta scales, and we're going to put those on. I'm going to show you how to do it and then show you what it looks like afterwards. So let's get down here on the log and we'll go ahead and show you how to do this. If you don't want to see the installation process of putting the scales on, just go ahead and fast forward through that part and check out the rest of the video where I show you the knife up close. Alright guys, just to show you, to start out here, I got some tools and stuff out on the table just to show you how it's packaged. I'm going to go ahead and show you. It comes in this box right here. These were probably underneath there, underneath this brown packaging. But here are the scales in a bag. Comes with this packing paper here. You got one of their cards. There's their information if you want to see that. Comes with a cool sticker, and that will definitely be going on my cooler. I love putting stickers on my cooler. And then you get a piece of high chew, so that's really cool. I really like that. Good packaging, really good packaging. Appreciate that Way of Knife. But I'm going to move this box out of the way, and we'll get started here. Now you do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and that's on either side, plus the ones on the pocket clip. We'll go ahead and start taking these apart. I got this tool here, and I also snagged Dad's O-Knife tool here. That thing is awesome. It's titanium, and it comes with several different bits, T6 and T8 being two of those. And this takes a T6. The pocket clip screws and the ones on the scales themselves. Take the pocket clip out first, and as you can see, they did have Loctite on these pocket clip screws, and I really like that. That is quality there. Got our pocket clip there, pocket clip screws, keep them all together. And then let me see, I'm going to go ahead and grab this O-Knife. Since they're on both sides, I probably will need it for both sides. See here, got the bits inside of the tool here, and of course the Torx ones are the ones that are not wanting to come out. There we go. Got a flathead and a Phillips right there. Another one there, a couple different sizes. That's actually 2 Phillips heads, a couple different sizes. You got 3 sizes of Phillips, 1 flathead screw, or slotted, whatever you want to call it. Put that back together. That in there. Alright. Let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and start taking these. Let's see. Let me grab this on this side. It might be easier to go ahead and break it loose now that I've got one on either side. What do you guys think about the Ontario Rat? You guys like it? I'm sure you do if you're clicking on this video. This was one that had, it's been in production for so long that they had a lot of customization for it. And that's kind of what I was wanting it for. I seen those scales there and I was like, man, I've got to have one of these. And if you haven't already, go back and watch my other Ontario Rat video. I put that out the other day. Kind of told you why I wanted one, other than the cool scales. A little bit of background on the Ontario Knife Company Rats. Something you can do, something I always like to do, is lay them out in the orientation that they came. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this outside in the wind like I'm doing right now, but it'll be alright. I do have the bandana here and a paper towel put down. I would recommend putting a paper towel down if you were doing it on a table. A white paper towel, a white background just kind of helps be able to see things better. Hadn't got that one all the way yet. There we go. Just want to stick in the scale a little bit. There we go. Yeah, all these screws were Loctited. That is awesome. Good on you, Ontario Knife Company. Alright, and let's see. That might be... Let's see, I might have to grab the tool kit here. Let's figure out. That might be like a 15 or something. There, a lot of times they are 15s. Here's a 15. Let's see. Might be smaller than a 15. Might be a T10. It is T10 on that one, on the pivot screw. Alright. Loctite on that one as well. Go ahead and move this to the side. Comes one of our liners there. Alright, and what I am actually going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and put this side on while everything is still together, because I do not want to lose anything or mess anything up. These out of the bag, move the bag out of the way. Alright, man, don't that look so awesome? Let's go ahead and put this liner, set this liner back on here. Get it lined up. Get the scale on. Ooh, this is going to be so awesome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more Loctite on all of these as well, since this is kind of dried. Just a little dab. Come on. Start with that pivot screw again. Let's kind of work our way backwards. North Carolina, the mosquitoes have came out. Might need to switch that back out. Mosquitoes are definitely back out right now. Aggravating. Stay down, bandana. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and put a little dab of Loctite on all of these. There we go. I'm not tightening these up all the way yet. This is definitely going way smoother than the last scale change I tried to do. The Cool Pod, I don't know if you've watched my short on the Cool Pod knife. The Cool Pod makes a bug out clone, and I thought that that was going to be straightforward, the same, everything was going to be the same. Well, either it was not the same screw lineup, or the scales I got off of Amazon just were not right, because they did not work. So I took that knife all the way apart for no reason. I had to put it back together and didn't even get to do the scale change. But this is working awesome. These Way of Knife scales are awesome. Yeah, I'm digging that. Alright, let's flip that over. It would be cool to kind of do a two-tone too. but I'm not going to do that on this one. So I don't think you actually have to use two drivers at the same time, now that I'm seeing that, because these here, you can tighten them up or loosen them without having to put a driver on the opposite side. I should have went ahead and put the, yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pocket clip back on as well. And I'm gonna keep it like this, tip down on this side. That's I enjoy it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Whoop. Again, I might have to put the right size back in there. Like I say, put a little fresh Loctite on there, just as a safety feature. You know, this that come on it might still be good, but just to be on the safe side. I don't know if you guys ever watched any James Yeager, but he always also said to put Loctite on everything. Different industry, but when you got moving parts, you don't want to lose them, especially for something that you're planning on using a lot. Definitely learned that in the RC industry. Anything you can Loctite, you need to do it. Because screws like to come loose. I'm going to go ahead and wipe some of this excess off. And now I'll flip it back over. There we go. And I already took that one out, so let's pull that off. That's what you got underneath there. And we'll put this one right back on. And it kind of almost snaps into place there. It's awesome. Alright, let me put a little Loctite on these. Get this pivot in first. Kind of lock everything in place. And again, I wouldn't tighten it all the way up to begin with, because you want to be able to get everything in place first. And if you tighten it too much and it's not lined up, then you're not going to be able to get the screws in. Try not to get too much Loctite on the scales themselves. Although I do plan to use this knife. I don't want to do any staining or anything before I even get to use it. A little tip, if you can't get it started, back it up. Because when you back it up, the threads will drop into place and it will allow you to tighten it up. If you're having trouble getting a screw into something or a bolt. Alright, it's a good tighten here. Go back to the other side, just make sure everything's snug. Alright, swap back to the T10 and tighten this pivot up and we'll be done. Alright, that is awesome. And I did put the clip on the wrong side, I believe. Yes, I did. Alright, I'm going to switch that back over to here. There we go. There it is. Boom. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Those red scales are sweet. I'm so glad I got this. But that's how you put it together. Say, there's you a little bit of that red micarta goodness. Ooh yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna get back off the table and we'll get back to my face. So here it is guys, the Ontario Knife Company Rat Model 1 with the Way of Knife red micarta scales. Now isn't that just so awesome? I am loving it. If you really like these, you can get them at Way of Knife. I am not sponsored by them. They were not sent to me. The Rat wasn't sent to me. This is just some products that I've seen that I really like and purchased, and I think that these scales fit up perfectly on this knife. They look great. They have some other colors as well as like G10s, aluminum scales, all kinds of different stuff that you might like. Go check Way of Knife out and get you one of these rats and do a little customizing yourself. But if you like this video and you found it informative, if it helps you get your rat modified, then leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below letting me know it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Follow us on Instagram at the Hobby Bug Outdoors, and get bit by the hobby bug, guys.